Hi there, Kath Gammack, Rig Market Analyst with Westwood Global Energy, here with a quick recap on some of the offshore rig market news during the period 1st up to and including the 7th of November. The past week saw new contracts and/or extensions for work in the North Sea, US Gulf, Angola and Vietnam, as well as contract changes off Mexico and Norway. Odfjell Technology and Serica Energy have extended the master service agreement for the provision of storage, preservation, maintenance and drilling services for a further 2 years. Under the contract, Odfjell Technology provides skilled personnel to support intervention and maintenance activities on the Bruce platform in the UK North Sea. The original contract was awarded back in November 2018. Borr Drilling has secured its first contract for work in the US Gulf with jackup Odin. As reported by RigLogix on the 24th of October this year, the rig had its current charter off Mexico terminated due to international sanctions. Operations are expected to conclude in November. The new contract for Odin in the US Gulf is set to run from January to July of 2026. While the operator has not been named, market sources indicate the work is expected to be for production drilling. Additionally, sources suggest Borr is already engaged in discussions for potential follow-on work that could keep Odin working in the US Gulf. Seadrill managed ultra-deepwater drill ship Sonangol Quanguela is now expected to continue working for Total Energies offshore Angola until at least April of 2026. The operator now also has 2 years of options attached to the contract, which, if exercised, could keep her busy through the second quarter of 2028. The rig has been on hire with the operator since February of 2022. Talos Energy has firmed up additional work on Seadrill ultra-deepwater drillship West Vela. The rig is currently working for Talos under a commitment that will run into March next year. Thereafter, the previously confirmed assignment with Walter Oil and Gas will take place through May of 2026. The latest add-on from Talos covers 60 days starting in direct continuation of Walter's campaign. The contract value for the new Talos work is approximately $26 million US dollars, excluding MPD. West Vela is now firmly committed into July of 2026. Talos has indicated plans to conduct appraisal drilling for the Daenerys discovery in the second quarter of 2026. West Vela drilled the discovery well, which encountered oil pay in multiple high-quality sub-salt Miocene sands. PV Drilling announced that jackup PV Drilling 6 has secured a 305-day contract in Vietnam, scheduled to commence between March and August of 2027. The rig has been contracted by PQPOC to perform development drilling comprising of 40 firm wells at blocks B48/95 and 52/97 offshore southwest Vietnam. PV Drilling 6 is presently operating for Petronas Carigali in Malaysia and is expected to be released sometime in the first quarter of 2027. The earliest availability for the unit is now projected for second quarter of 2028. Borr Drilling jackup Grid has had its assignment with Pemex of Mexico reduced. and is to finish in November this year rather than May of 2026. Instead, the rig will be mobilised to Congo, where she will first pick up the new age assignment previously scheduled for Bor Jack-up Nat. Operations will run from January to February 2026. Grid will then be mobilised to Angola for a new assignment with an undisclosed operator that will run from February to August of 2026. Meanwhile, Nat will continue with ENI off Congo through December this year. Thereafter, it will go to work for Shell Nigeria Exploration and Production Company off Nigeria from April 2026 through to February 2027, pending an option to extend. As a follow-up to the RigLogix news report of 12th August, Seadrill now reports that it is in receipt of a notice of suspension from ConocoPhillips pertaining to the use of harsh environment jack-up West Alara. The suspension period is to run from late third quarter 2026 until late fourth quarter 2027. Also, discussions are ongoing as to whether the suspension mechanism has been exercised in line with the contract provisions. The operator chartered the unit from May 2018 until March of 2028 for operations off Norway. The Egyptian Ministry of Petroleum has launched an international tender for the exploration and production of 4 oil and gas blocks located in the Red Sea. This initiative is part of the country's strategy to strengthen its position as a regional energy hub and attract more foreign investment in the hydrocarbon sector. The tender was issued by the South Valley Egyptian Petroleum Holding Company, a state-owned enterprise. According to the Minister of Petroleum, during ADIPEC in the UAE, the bid round includes incentive mechanisms for companies investing in deep water and frontier areas. He described the Red Sea region as one of Egypt's most promising petroleum zones, offering significant potential for new discoveries. The deadline for submitting bids is set for May the 3rd of 2026. And finally, further to the 4th of August RigLogix report on BP's hydrocarbon discovery at the Boomerang prospect in the pre-salt Santos Basin off Brazil. The operator has indicated that initial laboratory and pressure gradient analysis has confirmed the presence of an approximate 3,281 feet gross hydrocarbon column, including around 328 feet gross oil column and an approximate 2,953 foot gross liquids rich gas condensate column. Given the presence of liquids across the entire hydrocarbon column, the high quality rock properties observed and BP's experience, the operator believes that the carbon dioxide in the reservoir can be managed. BP is continuing laboratory testing and other analysis to determine fluid characteristics, gas to oil and condensate to gas ratios, and an estimate of in-place volumes, and will provide an update in due course. Planning of appraisal activities is ongoing, with well activities expected to commence early in 2027, subject to regulatory approval. Ultra-deepwater drillship Valaris DS-15 drilled the Boomerang discovery well. That's it for this week. Many thanks for listening. Hope you found this of interest. If you'd like more information on RigLogix, please visit our website www.westwoodenergy.com.